Okay, good afternoon. Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to day two of our Autocad AR319 class. All right. So today we'll be kickstarting the use of the software for our architectural drawing. All right, and yeah, we'll be considering one question. Okay, we'll be considering a question, a PDF question. That's what we'll be considering together. Okay. So I'm going to actually drop that on the WhatsApp group, which actually open for those who subscribe. I'm going to drop the PDF file there. The one will be actually using for the purpose of this class. Exactly. So let me do that now. Give me just a minute. Alright. Alright, so I dropped the PDF file on the group already, and we'll be actually working with that today. Exactly. We'll be working with that today. So I'm going to actually share my screen now with you guys so that you can actually see what I'm actually doing. So let me share my screen, right? Entire screen. All right. So you should be able to see my screen from your end over there. Now, you should be able to see my screen from your end over there. Okay. We said we'll be considering this one today. So let me just open that PDF file. Yeah, from my end there also, like this. And back to my AutoCAD software. I'm going to make a new working environment. Okay, like this. Now, this is my AutoCAD working environment. Okay, and before I actually draw, you should be aware with the basic settings, right? So I'm going to click on this icon here. Okay, I think it's going to load. So when it loads, I'm going to come to drawing utilities, and I come to units. So when I come to units, I just set all my parameters here. So I think this one is okay like this. I don't need to change anything here. Okay. I don't need to change anything here. That's just it. I don't need to change anything. Then what? Okay. Now, if I want to actually draw this, my UCS icon is going to be disturbed. So first thing is I'm going to type UCS. Then I'm going to click on UCS icon. I'm going to click on no origin so as to locate at that corner, right? So I don't like having this grid on my screen, so I'm going to switch that off first of all. Right, so I think I can now start to work like this. Now, one thing is this, which you need to actually take note of. Okay, one thing you need to take note of is this. When it comes to the projection of building plan, that's what we're actually going to start with in AutoCAD. Okay, so basically what we actually need there is horizontal and vertical lines. Horizontal and vertical lines. Those are the two set of lines we actually need for the purpose of drawing a building plan. Okay, you need just horizontal and vertical lines. Okay, and so part of my constraint, as we have in there, we also have constraint in AutoCAD. So I'm going to come to this one. That's auto mode F8. I'm going to switch it on. I'm going to switch my F8 on. Okay. So now to this my object snap. So which I'm going to press the arrow beside it, and I think I've actually switched on everything there. But I won't be coming back. I switch everything on it. So I click select all, then what? Then okay, I switch everything on there. Okay. So that is that about that. That is that about that. So there are several tools right here. Under we have the drawing toolbar, we have the modify toolbar, we have the annotation, we have the layers, block properties, utilities, and the likes. Okay. So I think the first one we actually need to do is we need to actually come to this layer. That's it. And the reason I'm actually going to do our work in layers is that so that if you want to actually make any adjustments to any of the components you are drawing, instead of changing it one by one, you can actually just come to the layer and adjust it. Alright, so coming to this layer, I'm going to double click on that layer. Okay, I'm going to right click, I'm going to new layer. So that new layer, I'm going to name it wall. Okay, that's my walls. So I'm going to name that new layer as what? As wall. Okay, so that new layer as wall. I think that I think that one is okay like that. So if I want to make any correction, I just come and change it on this wall. Okay, so I'm going to double click on it. So double clicking on it now. So that is the activated layer here. So you can see this area now. My wall is what? The wall is activated here. Wall is activated here. Okay. So I think we can begin to draw now. All right. So coming to our question today, coming to our question today. All right. We considering this problem. Yeah. We've actually used this problem to explain everything you need to understand. All right. Regarding building architecture and using AutoCAD software. All right. I'm going to actually use this particular problem. Then we can't finish this today virtually. So and I want to rush this. So we take it one step at a time, so that before the next class you can actually get yours ready and continue from wherever you stop. All right. So now all of these things on the inside you are seeing, yeah, this kitchen sink, wardrobe, bed, blah blah blah. So this particular drawing you are seeing now, this is called a rendered floor plan. A rendered floor plan. Now if I just have all these walls without all these things on the inside, without the TV, without the chair, the mat, without all these uh waste appliances, all these furniture and the likes, it is just a normal building plan. So if I include all of these things on the inside, okay, then it is a rendered floor plan. A rendered floor plan. And for the purpose of this class, we'll be creating a rendered floor plan. Now you'll be like, how do I start drawing this bed, drawing this human, drawing this TV, drawing all of this? Yeah, so there is a website to download the add-ons. I've forgotten the website actually, but I think I have some add-ons with me already. So I'm going to actually use those add-on. Yeah, I'm going to use those add-on, right, to actually explain the concept very well. So take note of that, right? Take note of that. So take note of that. So now, when you have a building plan like this, where do we start from? Where do we start from? All right, where do we start from? You can start from anywhere virtually. And now, what actually differentiates AutoCAD from Inventor? So if you haven't used AutoCAD before, so AutoCAD is actually different when it comes to its use compared to Inventor. You know, like this now, when we're using in Inventor, let us assume I want to, okay, let's assume maybe I draw this first line, alright, then I draw the second line. You get. Now, you know, if I want to actually adjust the distance between these two lines on Inventor, I'll just click on dimension and adjust it. But that is not the case on AutoCAD. So you must actually draw your line to dimension from the start when it comes to AutoCAD. That's it. That is the difference between AutoCAD and Inventor. In AutoCAD, you draw your line to dimension at the start. So there's nothing like, let me draw before adjusting the dimension. No, draw your line to dimension from the start. So take note of that. Take note of that. Take note of that. All right. So I'm going to actually start this drawing from, let's say from the back here. Okay, from the back here. So from that back, the thickness of our wall, as you can see, the wall used in this particular structure is what is 225. Is 225. All right. Yeah, I think the wall, yeah, all the walls here are 225. They are 225. Okay, I'm coming. Somebody is trying to join. All right. So for the purpose of this class, if you did not subscribe, I won't admit you. I think I actually mentioned that on the group already. So please, sorry. Yeah. So I'm very, very sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay. But so I can continue now. I can continue now. So for those who are actually joining now, I've actually explained some stuff from the inception. And okay, the recording will be available for you after the class. You can actually go through that. Okay, you can go through that after the class and actually hear what I actually said. So I said we'll be using this particular question today. And okay, let me just check this in. That if you are drawing a building plan, the only thing you need is just the horizontal and the vertical line. Please, if you can hear me, just let me know. You can meet and just speak if you can hear me, so that I can be as if I'm the only one talking here. You can hear me, let me know, please. Alright, then I actually mentioned something about creating a layer property. Okay, I mentioned something about creating a layer property where you are actually going to group each component of your building. Okay, so in case of a big project now, so that you can actually detach some stuff. Okay, let me just show you an example of what the layer property is actually used for. So take for example now, look at this particular building plan I'm having here. Okay, now if I want to actually adjust this one in yellow, is what is the door, they are what they are doors. Now if I want to adjust the color of this door, instead of me adjusting the color of this door one after the other, I've actually grouped this door under a particular layer. So if I come to my layer property, I have for 900 mm door, you can see. So if I want to change the color of this door, I just come here and what, maybe change the color to this. If I change the color from here, everything about that door changes there. You see that? So that is the advantage of what? Of layer properties. Okay, so when you group your object and you want to make any adjustment, so you can actually go to that layer and make the adjustment, and you're going to what? Affect everything at the same time. So that is that about that. So instead of you doing them one after the other, so that is that about that. Now back to this I actually created a layer for our wall. I created a layer for our wall. So if you want to create a layer for the wall, just double tap on your layer property, right click and type click on new layer, then name it as what? Name it as wall. When you name it as wall, you double click on it. So right here now, if I double click on my wall here, you can see the wall is marked green. So anything I'm doing now, I will assume I'm actually drawing for my wall. So that's about that. Okay, now I'm going to actually produce a vertical line first of all. And I told you, if you are doing building plan, you deal with horizontal vertical line. So switch on your auto mode. After switching on your auto mode, come to your object snap, click the arrow, object snap setting, select all, then what? Okay. Okay, alright. So if you've done that, I can start drawing now. I can start drawing. Okay, so let me just, this line now, I am not measuring this line, I just want to draw. Okay, I just want to draw this line. So, okay, let me just draw this line. Let's say 10,000. What I'm drawing will be 10,000, I'm pretty sure. Let me just draw this line and call it 10,000. Line of 10,000 minutes. So, I think I have that line like that. So, I can proceed. Now, as you can see from our question here, okay, the thickness of the wall here, the thickness of the wall here is what? Is 225. So, I'm going to actually figure that out first. And I mentioned something about the difference between this particular one and Inventor. All right, so 1 minute please. Okay, thank you. So we are recreating this building plan. Okay, so before you actually came in, I said this building plan, you can see we have some features on the inside: kitchen sink, bedroom. I mean, we have the bed, we have the chair, we have the TV, we have several stops, the toilet, appliances and the likes. And that is what actually make this plan you are seeing a rendered floor plan. You get it now? So if it is a floor plan that has nothing on the inside, that has no feature, so it is just a normal floor plan. So but when you actually indicate all these features inside, so you get your kitchen, your furniture, your bed, your wardrobe, all those stuff, then that makes it what? A rendered floor plan. And I said this, all this stuff you are seeing on the inside now, we can't start drawing them one by one. Okay, so there is an add-on that we download online. I'm going to actually get the link to that website, but I've downloaded some which I'm going to actually share with you guys. Okay, by the time you're actually going to apply them, so I don't think we will be able to apply those rendered stuffs on the building plan today. All right, so because I don't want to actually rush it. So now to draw this particular one, we said the wall thickness here is what? Is 225. Is 225. Okay, so back to my plan. So I'm going to use offset now. Offset is one of the most important tools you use when it comes to Autocad. Okay, unlike Inventor, 225, enter. So with 225 enter, I have my wall thickness right there. Now I am actually drawing from here. I am drawing from here towards this direction. Okay, take note. I am drawing from here towards this direction. Then I'm starting at the back, not front. I'm starting at the back. So take note of that. I'm drawing from here towards this direction. So take note of that. Okay, so with that sorted and settled, so the next distance, okay, from the inside here, okay, to the inside here, inside here to the inside here is what? Okay, sorry, I think let's stop here. So from the edge, from the outside of our wall here to the area where I just started is what? Is 2,325. 2,325. So I'm going to do that now. It's my offset from the outside here towards direction 2325. Enter. So I have that line right there. Okay, so take note of that. Then after that, I'm having 900. After 900, I'm having what? 225. So take note of that. So from here to here, at what? 900. Enter. Then from here 225. Sorted like that. So after that, I'm having another 900, then a 786. 900, 786. So 900, enter. From there, I'm having what? 786, enter. Okay. So after that 786, I'm having a 600, then 865. 600, 865. 600, then what? 865. 600 and 865. Okay, so after putting that, I'm going to press my escape. Then I'm going to, let me just draw a horizontal line to block cover this back here. Okay, now after this 865, this 865 is on the outside there. Okay, and our wall has a thickness towards the inside there, and the thickness is what, 225. Our wall here is 225. So I'm going to use my offset at 225. Enter. I want to offset this towards the inside like that. Then obviously this back is what, 225 like this. Okay, for that area. So our wall is 225. Now with that sorted, I can start coming downward little by little right here. Okay, so now look at the mark here. I have what, 698. You can see here my cursor is hovering about 698 from the outside wall. From the outside wall to where this window starts is what, 698, followed by what, 900. So I'm going to do that now. 698, 900. Offset is very, very important when it comes to AutoCAD. So it is unlike Inventor. So this is AutoCAD, so it is slightly different. Then 900. Okay, 698, 900. Followed by 1298. Followed by 600. 1298, 600. 1298, enter. Followed by 600, enter. Alright, so after that, followed by 1008, followed by 600 and what, 225. 1008, 600 and 225. 1008, enter. Okay, 600, enter. Then 225, enter. Okay, and that is that right there. That is that right there. Okay, now if you want to enjoy AutoCAD, you can see me zooming in, zooming out. You actually need a mouse. You need a mouse. So I think you should be aware of that by now. You need a mouse. So I think I can actually trim these excesses from at the bottom. I can turn all of this off. Okay, like that. So back to coming. Nobody saying anything. Okay, nobody. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. What do you say? Hello?
I said I'm with you. I'm following.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. If there's any question, I will just talk instead of this raising hand up, so you won't go back to the other side.
Okay. Thank you. So just unmute and talk. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So I want us to actually draw all the partitions before trimming out the areas. Okay. So as I said, offset is very important. This one is unlike Inventor. You know, ideally it is Inventor. When you draw your first line, second line, you can use dimension to separate the distance between the two lines. But that is not the case in AutoCAD. So take note of that. Okay, I can trim this area off like this. I think the area is like that, and this area is also like this. Yeah, those two areas are like that. Okay. So, and I think this area is also like this. This area here is like this. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and this area here is like this. I think this 600 also is like this. Yes, and this 600 here also is like this. So those areas are being settled one after the other, right? Okay, right. Let's now come to this front side. Okay, should I show the front side here? Okay, now take a look at this now. For this particular area where we have our wardrobe, okay, we are not giving dimension for this wardrobe side. We are not giving dimension, but we are aware that the thickness of our wardrobe, which is from here to here, okay, the height of our wardrobe here is 600, but we are not giving dimension from here to here, so we are going to just assume. We are going to assume. And the door on the inside here is what? Is also 900. The door here is 900. Okay, the door here is 900. So, but let us get this wall so that we won't mix things up. Let us actually locate this wall. So let us get the position of this wall. Yeah, let us get the position of this wall. And to get the position of that wall, if you look at from this end of this 600, yeah, towards from here now to where this wall starts, the distance there is 600, which is given here is 600. So I'm going to actually offset 600 inward in my 225 in that area so as to get that particular wall. Alright, so from here, offset. Okay, offset of 600, enter 600 right there. Then what? Wall thickness is what? 225, enter. So I have that there like that. So I think I can just trim this off, this and this like this. Okay, now since so I'm going to just cut this one anywhere right here. Since we're not giving the instance, I'm going to cut this one. So maybe somewhere here. Sure. Let me just cut it somewhere here. One like this, and close it here like this. Okay. Now the thickness of the wall here you're not given, but I can see that the thickness of this wall here is not as big as our building wall. So I'm going to assume the thickness of this wall, because now that 225 thickness is a 9 inches block. So if we do not use a 9 inches block, we use a 6 inches block. So let me assume this block on the inside, this smaller block on the inside is a 6 inches block, and that is going to be 150 mm. Okay, it's going to be what? 150 mm. So I'm going to use my offset at what? 150, enter. At 150, I want offset this to here like this. So having that like that, I can yep. So I think I can trim this area also like this. I can trim this area like this. Okay, then probably trim this and this like this, with this like this. Okay, then I'm going to press my F8 to switch off my auto mode so that I can draw the symbol for the wardrobe. I can draw a line, slant line like that. Okay, then towards the side also like that. I think the area is sorted. So I'm going to trim this also. Trim this also. I don't think I need any of this here. I don't need this also. So I think it is getting clearer like that. Okay. So next is the gap from here to here. Were we given? We are not given. But if you look at this area, you notice that this area aligns with this area here. So you need to be very observant when doing building plan. Now, if this area aligns with this place, and you are now told that the distance from here to here is what? Let me zoom this thing out. Is what? Is 1002. You see, the distance from here to here is what? Is 1002. Into 1002. So I'm going to offset that. And before I actually do that, what thickness here? You can see it's also the same thing as the small one here. And the road dimension for it here. What's the dimension I'm going around?
Sorry,
Yes.
sorry, sir.
Yes.
How do we know that it was that distance that is 1 2? Because it was not close to it.
Yeah. Now I'm coming. Let me zoom it out for you very well. Okay. Now, do you see this 1 2 of it now? You can see the arrow. Here to here is 1 2. Can you see that?
Okay. Yes.
And you can see that this aligns with this place. Shall you see the distance?
Yeah.
So do you get it now?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Thank you. So I'm going to offset that 1 2. And the block, you can see that the block is what? Is 150. Which what I actually did here was actually correct. I wasn't even looking at it before, but I think I'm correct. So the thickness of this wall is 150 right there. So I'm going to offset 1 2 and 150. So as just use one stone to keep two blocks together. So from here, my offset at 1 200. Okay, I shouldn't have framed that in. Okay, no voila. So see what I'm going to do now. From here, I offset 1 2. Yeah. So then I offset 150. 150 beside it. But I need it to run across. So for it to run across, I just use my what? Extend. With extend, I can extend this, you see, and this. So to keep extending the line until it reaches where I want it to reach. And I think it is okay like this. Yes. So I can now use my trim. With my trim, I'm going to trim the inside here, obviously. And let me see where I need that again. Okay. I don't need this and this and this. I think the area is getting sorted. So let us get this wall here. So for this wall here, we are not giving dimension for this wall also. But I'm going to assume, yeah, but there is a door here. Okay, there is a door here. There is a door here, and our door is 900. So I will just get from here, get my door, and I will assume that after getting my door here to here, then this other part is what is the length of that wall over there. So I'm going to get the distance for my door right there now. Okay, I'm going to offset 900 right there now. So I'm going to do that now. So from here, offset 900, enter. Okay, like that, 900, enter. I will set that like that, so I can trim the whole of this, all right. Probably this, yes, like that. Okay, so I have that. So let me get, there is a wall sitting on the inside there. I want to get that so that I can be through that side. Okay, 150. The wall here is
150.
150. So thank you. You can also see that. So offset at 150, enter. So which is this wall here. So then I can what? I know where to trim. I'm trimming the whole of this. PM, the whole of this PM. This, and this. So that area is sorted like that. So let's look at it. Yeah, so we are correct. Check. So that area is sorted like that. It's sorted. Okay. So I don't need this also any longer like this. Alright, so we can now, let's start moving downward a little. So we sorted everything on this upper part here. We sorted everything here. So now coming down a little, let's sort this bedroom side. So this bedroom area here, let's sort this area. Okay, so this place is under this place. I think I've sorted that part. Yeah, this is under this has been sorted. Now what's next is, okay, this window here. This window here is what is 1002. So but from the outside here to here is 1124. Then what's 12? So I'm going to offset 1124 from the outside. 1124 and what? 1200 and 1200, which is that. So it's sitting here. So I'm going to trim this like this, this, and this like that. So I think it's getting clearer like that. So moving, I can, okay, before I cancel the lines on the inside here. Okay, we've sorted this. So now the gap from here to here, this place, we are not given. This place to this place, we are not given, but we are aware that this aligns with this place here. So you get that area is aligned. Okay, so I think that area is sorted. Let me get that part first. So which is actually here. I think that one is sorted. Yeah. So that should be somewhere here like this. Somewhere here. Somewhere here like that. I think that area is sorted like that. The area is sorted like that.
Yes, sir. That's the place.
Yeah, you get it, Abby. So thank you. Thank you. The area is sorted like that. So if we look at, let us get this area that my cursor is hovering about at the bottom. When we get this area, then this area will show. So you get. Now, if we look at our object area, the distance from this wall here down to the here to here. See, this place to this place here is what? Like this is what? 225. Okay, it's 225. Now, from this place now to
Sir.
yes,
225.
yes, that's the wall thickness, 225. If okay, let me zoom it in. You will see that the thickness of that wall is bigger than those ones within on the inside. See this wall here and see this one here. Can you see the difference?
Yes, sir.
So, and this wall is our major wall, and it aligns with this one here. So all the wall here is 225. It is this inside. So when it comes to wall, we have external wall, we have internal wall. So what's the difference between external wall and internal wall? External wall are the walls that actually carry the weight of the building, that carries overhead weight, like the weight of the roof and the likes. So they are the one that actually carry it and transfer it to the foundation. But internal wall,
Okay.
they are just act as for dividing a building into partitions.
Partition. Yeah.
So that is why you notice
Okay.
that in some office spaces they only build it like a whole. They now use like aluminium or timber to just divide the inside. So that shows all those walls, all those things on the inside don't carry anything. It is the outside one that carries the load. So you get it now. So that's just
Yes, sir.
so. But for this particular building, so to do this in real life is actually problematic using two types of block. So it is actually very rare. So I will just assume this question we are treating is one of the man's parts question. So you get one of the man's question. I have
Okay.
for you. So if it is still the same person that is taking you, if it's going to give you anything, to be one of those three questions I have here. So that's what he actually did for. That's what he did for the last set. So and what better the above, I was doing tutorial like this with them. It was the question I used for practice with them that the mother give them as their project, for example. So it was just straightforward. Okay, so
Yes.
what I was actually saying here before you asked your question. So I said the distance of this place is what? 225. Now what's the distance from here to here? That's this place. See, what do you see?
815.
815. 815. Thickness of this place is 300. We will come back, but let us get that 815 first. So I'm going to mix things up. 815. So I'm going to 815. Okay. And that is it right there. 815. After that 815, I will do 225. 225 as my wall thickness. This one shouldn't be here. Okay. So with that, what is missing? Okay, the door here is what? 900. And I think we're having the same 900 all the way from the top here. I think it's 900. So that shouldn't be an issue. So I can trim from here like this. Here is like that, 900. So here was what I was saying, 300. The thickness of this place. The thickness of this wall from here to here, like this, is what is 300. You can see this 300 that I'm actually going about. So I'm going to offset at 300. I have this, so I can trim this also like this, like this. Yeah, I think after that 300 we have 1 2 our window. Here to here you can see this 1 2, that's our window. So let me get the 1 2 before I trim. 1 2, enter. So which is here to here, 1 2. Then I can now trim all these jargons out. Okay, like this. So this space will be like this, like this. This one is out obviously. Now the distance here, since we are not given the distance, so I will just assume. So let me just assume any distance to actually make this place. I'm just going to assume anything. So you can also assume from your end when you are drawing your own. So let me just cut it somewhere here. Then just cut it somewhere here. Then what? Trim. I'm trimming that out like that. Okay. So like that also. And so now look at this place. You know, there is this thing they call beam. Okay, in my first video, in the first class video, I actually explained the difference between a beam and a column. So for I think you missed the first class, right? So let me just re-explain it now. Let me re-explain it. So when it comes to beam and column, do you know what they call a pillar? Have you heard the word pillar before in the building? Pillar.
Yes.
Okay, now
Yes.
that pillar, it is the local name that bricklayer. So you get used. So as a learning person, we call it column. column, 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 yes, column. That's what we call it. Now, on top of that column, we have a beam. Do you know what a lintel is? A lintel.
No, sir.
You don't know what a lintel is? Okay. You go and check that. See, you must watch that first video, and that's the reason why I said you shouldn't miss anything. You must watch it. You must watch it. So, should I start explaining that one? Should I?
I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it and I'll watch it.
Okay.
There's video, right?
Yeah. There's video now. There's video.
Maybe after the class today, I'll send money and get the video.
Okay. So now, if I have a column like this, which we call a pillar, this is a pillar. Okay. Let me just try and draw a pillar for you. Okay. Now, this pillar, let us assume I have maybe two of it. Okay. Now, the horizontal one that crosses it like this, that is what they call a beam. But if it is in a window area, they call it lintel. Okay. So you notice that if you've been to, have you been to a building site before? Yes, no, yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you've been to a building site before, so those areas where they do window and door, you notice that when they get to a stage at the top, the carpenter will come, they will put plank to create a framework. Yes, and welder people will come, they will put reinforcement, iron, they will put it inside, they will not pour concrete. Now, what they are doing, if it is window and door, what they are doing there is a lintel. But if it is entrance of a building, okay, let me show you. With this thing open, I'm coming. Let me show you. I think I have a 3D. I have a 3D this thing. I hope this thing will open. I think I have a 3D this thing. But if that one actually open, so I think that's going to actually explain better. Okay, and let me gain access to that slide I actually used. So that thing they did at the top of your window and door is called a lintel. Now, if it is not window and door, if it is just something else, maybe at the entrance, in every building, before you actually gain access to the main door, there's usually like a veranda or this thing. Now, the opening of that place, how do you think they actually suspend the area to actually open? They use a column and a beam to suspend that area. So the column is the vertical one standing, while the beam is the one that actually crosses it.
The horizontal.
Yeah, the horizontal one. Okay, this. Okay, I think this one is going to look perfect. If this one pops up, this one is explainable. Okay. Now, do you see what I'm saying now? Do you see? You can see this picture on the screen now. So this is This is a lintel. Okay, this one is obstructed. Go and sleep. Come back to it. So this is a lintel. Okay, this is a lintel, and this is the formwork. This is the formwork they are actually doing. So this is a lintel sitting. So lintel is usually above window and door, and thank God see a pictorial this and that. So lintel. This door open, this window open. Okay, lintel above it. But now for cases such as this, now look at this particular building now. You can see this building on the screen, right? Now, if I want to gain access, this place here like this. So you get. So there is a lintel here, but they don't call it a lintel. They call it beam. So you get now. It is when it is on your window side or door side that you call it lintel. But if it is here, it is called beam. Do you get it now? It is called beam. Now, I don't know whether you've actually seen construction sites whereby they will not even put wall. All you will be saying is what? Lintel. Sorry, all you'll be saying is column and beam. And before you know, they will have first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, but there won't be a now. So what does that?
They didn't do it.
No wall. Yeah. What does that explain? That explains that it is the column and the beam that is actually carrying the load there. So the block work is just for privacy. It's not doing anything. Do you get it now? So that is the meaning of that. So the block work that they are using in such scenario is just for privacy, just to ensure that the people inside have their privacy. So it is that column and the beam. So you get that actually carrying the load there. So and a beam cannot sit on ordinary wall. So let us assume if it is a lintel scenario now, it can sit on wall. But when it comes to a story building, you can't cast your beam on ordinary wall and put you call it decking. Local people call it decking. So for learning people, we call it slab. 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 Concrete slab. Now you can't place your concrete slab on only a beam without a column. The house will collapse. That's it. So you need a column vertically, a beam sitting on the column, then a slab can now sit on it. And that is what actually makes those structure possible. That you have first floor, second floor, third floor without a wall. So it is the column and the beam that is what carrying the load in such scenario. You get now. And that is what we actually have here. On the building plan, this is how they represent it. So they don't represent this one very well. Okay, I think I have this thing here that I'm doing. Look at this one now. So that area is what I have here. You see how I represented it here? So the first line is what is visible, while the second line on the inside is what is still is hidden line. Do you see it? Is hidden line. Now when it now comes to beam, we have internal beam and we have external beam. Now external beam is because this beam right here now is sitting on this wall outside. This beam I show you. Okay, is sitting on this wall outside, and a beam, the first line will be thick, the second line will be hidden. Okay, that is how to show an external beam. Now, if it were to be an internal beam, hello, are you still hearing me?
Yeah, I can.
So now, if it were to be an internal beam, an internal beam, see on this, I think I have internal beam here, towards my dining. Maybe you see something like that now, or dining room. Wait, let me see whether I have one here. Do I have one here? Okay, I don't have one here. Okay, I will still put here, but I don't have one. Voila. So, but now this place you can see what I actually using for internal beam. Both line with what will be hidden. Yeah, it will be hidden. So if the beam is on the external side, it will be thick and what and hidden. But if it is on the internal side, it is going to be what hidden at both ends. So that's what.
Sorry, sir.
Yes.
And also, the reason why there's move your mouse to the left, where the beam started from. No.
Yeah.
The reason why there's a one that line there is
a column. There's a column. You get it.
The pillar, right?
The pillar. You get it. Okay, and here too. You get it. You have sense. You are smart. You are taking balance diet.
Okay.
You are taking balance diet. And that's the reason why I actually do the same thing on the outside there. You see that it is sitting on the on a column here and on a column here. So you get it. Though in Nigeria economy, some people will just like no column should be on this left hand side, only the right hand side. So you get it will still work. But if you have the money to ensure you have a safe and secure building, just put column at both ends, bang bang. So you get it. Okay. But if there is not, you can just put column on this other side that is actually free, and just because you can let this one actually sit on the lintel. So you get it. You can let it sit on the lintel. Because when you get to elevation, you will notice that this veranda, the beam for this veranda, the height is usually higher than your lintel level. Let me show you the 3D of what I have here. If I show you, do you see the level where this one actually started from and where your window started from? Do you see? You see, you can see that door and window are on the same level, isn't it? They are on the same level.
Okay.
But for the beam, you see, it's slightly higher. So if you haven't observed, maybe when you get out, you can start observing. So you get. So that is how it's ought to be. Okay, that's how it's ought to be. So now back to our own original drawing. So let us do our external beam that we are having there, our external beam. And you know, on the inside there, we are having what internal beam on the inside, based on the building plan we have here. You see, you can see what they see. I'm even correct. You see what they use there on the inside, internal beam, hidden line, ending line. So that here you get. So on the this place here, maybe because of this dimension line, they couldn't show it. So we are going to show everything. And this place too is a beam also. From this kitchen to this place, there is also a beam there. We are going to show those two beams also. We show those two beams also. Okay. Now, let us allow this thing to sit here, a column to sit here, and with my train.
Sorry, I'm sorry for the question.
Okay.
Is it like in this course now? Is it like we are just interpreting the question?
Thank you very much. You are interpreting, but now this is just one of it. In the listing, they will tell you to reproduce a plan. So you get. They will tell you to produce elevation. So you get. Now on that elevation, they will tell you to produce sectioning. So you get. You see those pictures I actually drop on that group. right?
Okay.
Now, can you do something like that? All those information, all these things. So that's why I said when we get there, I will now explain how you actually come about it, the dimensioning, how you measure them. There are some standard dimension. For like example now, door height. There are some things you need to know of it. The man won't even give you. We assume you should know. So you get, because under normal circumstance, if this were to be a wire question, are you listening? If this were to be a wire question, they will put all the information you actually need. So you get, they will tell you so type of
Yes.
door, the height of your door, the height of your window. Now, this one only give us building plan with only the width, the breadth of our window. He did not give us the height. So we assume you should sort it by yourself. He only give you the length of, I mean, the width of your door. It doesn't give you the height. It's not giving you the height. So all those things, like, look at this particular one. So draw section through excess, draw from view. So you get, so all those things you are going to do all those things. So you get, but we can't rush that today. Okay, we can't rush that today. So let's master how to draw a plan. And now, in some cases, so that you won't be like, in some cases, if they want to give you question on building drawing, on architectural drawing, they won't give you double line like this. So they will just give you something like this, bam, bam, single line. So you get, and put dimension. So you are the one to put the wall by yourself. I think the man already has this one. That's why you just send it like this. So if you've seen why question before, so you get, they won't give you double line as well like this. This is what they will give you. This one here, just single line. Yeah, you really want to actually interpret it to this. They won't even give you this window area. They will just put W there. They will draw the line, everything full. They will now put W somewhere like this and tell you W. So you are the one to locate it by yourself. So that is that about that. So building plan is not hard. It's just you interpreting what you actually have in the list and to know
Okay.
the right command. And I told you, offset is very important. The offset command is very important to know how to use it. Okay, so very important. Now, okay, I'm going to train this. Yeah, I'm training that. Okay, I think it's, yeah, and all of this. I think there should be a window somewhere here. I'm coming. Let's check. Oh, there's no window here. I was thinking there should be a window. There's no window there. So no need. I think now it's, let me show that this thing over there. So now I'm going to do what I'm going to do now. I'm going to come to my layer. Do you see? I'm going to double click on layer. So coming here, I'm going to right click. When I right click, I will do new layer. New layer now. I will name it what? Let me just name it as beam. BEAM as what? As beam. Okay. Now naming it as beam. I'm going to. It is not activated yet though, because if I cancel it now, look at this place. What do I have there? What do you see? It's still showing what? Wall. Now I will now pick that beam. So if I pick beam now, so but let me do the settings here for my beam. What type of line? Line type. So this type of line. Okay. Okay. So that's the type of line I'm using for my beam. So picking my line now. I'm going to draw from here all the way to here. It's two distance. So let me increase the space between those lines. Looking at this line, I can come to this right here. Okay. No, okay, sorry. The one English, it should work. Okay. Let me see the one I used here. Sorry, let me copy. I want to disturb myself. Okay. Okay, 5. I use 5 here. Order 5. Okay, so can you see that? I think that actually worked. So that actually worked, and it's under my what? Under my bin. So I haven't been here 2, 1 and 2. So that one is also set right here. I don't need this one here. So I'm having bin right here and right here. So I have my bins all over the place like that. So no issue. Alright, no issue. So all this line here. Delete there. Okay, so I'm having this place is going to be like this and like this, like this and like this, and we are fixed. We are sorted like that. Okay, sorted like that. F9. So now let us insert our doors and windows. Okay, so to do window, I'm going to come to view. Okay, under view, I come to 2 palettes. Under 2 palettes. Now, under these 2 palettes, I am having metric samples. So the first one here is imperial sample. It is not in NM. So don't pick anything under this imperial. Come to metric. So under metric, I'm having window, I'm having door, I'm having everything. Now, but the window that is here, so if I pick this window and bring it out here, see what it's giving me? It's not even giving me something clean. So let me just delete it. I won't use their window. I will not use their preset window. I'm going to create my window by myself. And before I create that window, so I shouldn't forget what I'm doing. I will come to my layer here. Coming to layer, I do what? New layer. I name it what? Window. 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 Okay. That's it. Alright. Now, this might be. Let us change the color of our beam to make it different. Now, to change the color, see what I'm saying now. Instead of me changing the color one by one, I'll just come to beam here. Click on color on that beam. Let's change it to something green or lemon. And click what? Okay. You see, all our beam what changes there, sharp. So now, coming here, I click on what? Window. So clicking on window, we are going to create a window by ourselves. Let me switch on my auto mode, F8. Switched on. Okay, so I think most of the windows you have here are 600. So let me do the 600 window first. Window of 600, enter. Okay, is this what I want to use? No, delete. Let me preset my window line. So my window, let me preset the line. I'm using continuous line. Okay, continuous line for my window, not send again line. So with my line now, 600, enter. Okay, that thing is 25. Let me just design it. Offset of 75, left and right, 75, enter. You can choose any design. I love doing 3 line sharp, 75. So this window you are seeing here now is what? A 600 window. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to highlight all. Now let me explain something in AutoCAD. So if I highlight from left to right, see, it will not highlight anything. See what I did? Because I did not cover the whole line. See, you see I did not cover the whole line, only cover half of the line. It did not highlight anything. Or it is until I cover the whole line before the thing highlight. But if I highlight from right to left, even just ordinarily half of it will highlight everything. So take note. And you see the difference between the color. If I highlight from right to left, it is showing green. So you see, if I highlight from left to right, it is showing blue. So you must cover the whole of it before you highlight it. So that's why I like using highlighting from what? Right to left. Okay, so highlighting from right to left, I press Ctrl C, then Ctrl V. I have a duplicate here. So I can now what? Move. With my move. Okay, how did I do the move? I highlight everything. Bam. I click on what? Move. Clicking on the move, it is asking for base point. It is asking for base point. So let me switch off my auto mode so that I can move it, because okay, don't let me switch off the auto mode and see what I'm trying to do first. So if I click this center now, so you see it can only move it vertically or what, or horizontally. But if I switch off the auto mode, I can move it towards any axis. Now, since I've actually switched off the auto mode and I've switched on my object snap here, under my object snap settings here, I switch on center, midpoint. Then I pick the middle of that line over there. I just come to the middle here. See, it's located in the middle for me. Then I place it here. That's my window right there. Here you see, cheap like what? Like plantain chips. Easy as ABC. So I can press Ctrl V since I've copied it before. I have this here again. Here you see. So I highlight all. And it is not a must to use the same distance. You can decide to do a window of offset of, let's say offset of 50. Enter. So your choice. So everybody can do the same thing. If I do offset of 50, I'm still on point. I'm designing. So with my control, I come all the way here, then I place it here. So I think this one is even better. Yeah, it's better. So let me replicate this here. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So let me take this out, delete. So highlighting everything here with my move from here. From here, I move it all the way to here. To here. Okay. So this thing is going to okay. No issue. So the window here is what? Is 900. The distance here is what? Is 900. Okay. So I can actually paste. So you get and use the same distance. Moving from here to here. Okay. Which one is beating? Okay, people are joining. Oh, perfect. Now I can use my word extend to extend it all the way down there. Do you see that? So that is it. Okay, so we have a window right here also. So now instead of me redrawing, let me teach you. I don't know whether you are familiar with rotate or whatever. So let me highlight everything here and use what rotate. So if I'm using my rotate, I will switch on my auto mode so that it won't give me problem. Let me just pick maybe somewhere here and what.
Shortcut to switch off auto mode.
Yes, I press F8. F8 is auto mode. There you go. Yeah, F8. If you just carry your mouse to the top of the thing to give you the shortcut, here you see, it will show you this auto mode, blah blah blah, and the like. So
like that, good night.
You get it. Down going this side. So if I go there, it's showing me F8. So instead of me coming there, I just press F8. There you go. So highlighting all of this with my move. I move from the middle here, switching it off. So I can come, then I come here. So with my extend, I can extend everything. Yeah. So that is also sorted. Now I think I need this window here. I copy everything. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. First, then highlight, move. I move it. You see, I'm picking the center one for the movement. Okay, then coming here to the middle. So all those things are just sense. So when I actually started out using Autocad, I will be drawing it one by one, be offsetting one by one. So it was now one that was like, so that's the reason why they put all these command there to make my life easy. Why would I be disturbing myself? So since then, I think I got deliverance that day. Yeah, it's some sort of deliverance. Some sort of deliverance. Okay. So for I don't think I need this one again. So let me Control V right here. Control V right here. I can move. Also moving. I select all. Then I come here. So I can trim this. Yeah, like that. I have that right there. Okay. Now I think we should be having. Okay, it's a window we're having here too. A window. So Control V. PM, selecting all, move, clicking this place, what, all the way down there. Then I can what, trim everything here, PM, like this. Okay, so coming right here also. I think that's the end of all our windows. Yeah, it remains what now? It remains door. It remains door. So now, to pick door, you don't need to draw door. Okay, you have a preset for door on your AutoCAD software. And if you are using advanced version, I think my one is 2022. Here you get. So that was I think, yeah, I left you in like 2023. So I think before I left, the last software actually downloaded from within like Wi-Fi is what I'm still using. So probably when I resume using like, so you get, I will come and download 2025 and update myself. When I resume. Okay. So yeah, to pick the dots. So you go to that area I showed earlier, come to view. Under view, come to tool palette. Under tool palette, under metric sample, come to door. So when I click on door, you drag it outside. When you drag it outside, no, I think I should be having this thing connected.
Sorry, sir.
Yes.
This tool palette that you just open now.
Yes.
Is it there automatically, or you were the one that created everything?
It is there automatically. It is there automatically.
So we can use all those ones there instead of creating our own.
Yes.
Or we can still create our own by
You can
ourselves.
still create your own by yourself. Definitely, you can still create your own by yourself.
So it won't be like we copy or something.
That's why it is there. Okay. But this door, I'm coming. This door is not done for me. I need the door elevation. Okay, door metric. See, I have metric here. See door metric. So this is the one I'm going to use for the plan. That one I picked earlier on is for the elevation. So let me pick this one. Let me drag it out. PM. So dragging this one out now. See this door. I can open. I can close it. If I click on it, okay. If I click on this drop bar, it's telling me should I close it. If I press close, you see that door is closed. If I click on it, if I click on this arrow, if I click maybe open it at 90 degrees, PM, you see it's open at 90 degrees. If I want to open it at, let's say 60 degrees, PM, you see at 60 degrees. So your choice. So that is why all of you can't pick the same thing. So you get. So you can't think the same 45 degrees and the likes. Now you can also increase the size. Now the size of the door we have here is 900. So I will click on this arrow here. You get. Then I will type what 900.
Okay.
Enter. So I've increased it to 900 like that. Now increasing it to 900, I will now maybe let me duplicate it first. Control C, Control V. So let me duplicate. Now looking at this side now. So I need to actually open this one like this. So I need to rotate some doors. So let us start from the front. Don't worry. Let us start from the front here. And I think they are using 90 degrees. It is not the most I use 90 degrees. It is not a must at all. It is not a must.
Okay.
So but let me just click on this door. Go to my own. I will click on what? Move. Moving it, I will move it from this edge here. JJ. Here you get. Then I will lock it. The reason why I didn't delete this line is because of this door, so that I can lock it for that door. This line, I also remove this line that is here. So that's one of the wisdom for this thing. So the reason why I didn't remove this line is to show me where this wall ends here. Because it is at the end of this wall here, I'm going to fix that door. That's why I didn't remove it. Now since I fixed the door, I can now remove that line. JJ. So if I want to open it 90 degrees, no wala. Just come here and what? Open 90. Here you get. No wala. And hey, I made a mistake, and that's another side. That's my mistake. The reason is I ought to create another layer for the door. But there's a way I can do it. I don't need to delete that door. Okay. So come here now. I will create new layer. I will name it what? Door. DOOR. So name it as door. Now that door I created, I can actually move it to that layer. So I click on this now. I will right click. I will now go to, I think that should be properties. Under property, I should be having layer here. Under this layer, I will fix it under what? Door. So it's under door like that. It's under door like that. So now our window, let us change the color of our window. If I want to change the color of my window, all I have to do is click my layer, come to this color area here. Let us use yellow for our window. Yellow. Okay. You see that everything on that window changes sharp. I don't need to do it one after the other. So that's the advantage of all those layer stuff. Alright. That's the advantage of all those layer stuff.
Okay, sir.
So take note of that. So my layer again, I come to door. Oh, my door is Salosha. Do I press Ctrl Z? Oh, change. Sorry, Mike. I'm not even saving it. ARC 319 tutorial. So you know how I picked the door now. Just come here. 2 pallets door. Oh, on this door, the distance is 900. Enter. And I'm opening it at. Let me open at 60. Okay. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I have duplicate, so I'm moving this. Move from here. Oh, chin. Okay. So I'm having my first door right there, like that. So as you can see, it is showing what door here. So before you draw, you must ensure you double click on the distance, because if your distance is showing window, if your layer here is showing window here, that means you are drawing your door on another layer. So if you want to make any changes and this thing, and one of the reasons why they do layer is this: if you are doing a large project, so you get, and maybe there are some structures that actually overlay each other. Maybe you are doing something like a story building, and the lines overlay each other. You can actually block some line so that you can have access to do something underneath. So for example, now let us assume I have a door. Okay, Control V. Let us assume I have a door on this window. So you get, I have like maybe 3 or 20 door on this window. Then I want to do something on this door. And as I want to pick this door, the window is speaking. I can actually deactivate the window. So what I have to do is I just come in to my layer here. So on window, I just click on this. Bam. As I click on that, you see all the window there was disappeared. So that's the advantage of using layer. So you can actually switch off some of the elements you actually draw, or if you want to make changes. Let us assume they said the color for your window, or your window should be maybe color pink, and you already use green, and you have like 1 million windows, or maybe 50 windows, and you don't use layer. You now start doing it one by one. That's the meaning, because you now start picking match properties. Match properties, you pick this. You now come to your window. You'll be picking the line of the window one by one. So how many years will you take to actually finish that? So it will take time, and if you make mistake again, you start all over. So that's the advantage of using all of those stuff. So take note of that. So the door here is facing down. Yeah, this one is facing down, this one is facing down. So all I'm going to do is I will just I think I can mirror. Okay, let me create a line here. F8. Create this line here. Yeah. So clicking on this, I click on mirror. When I mirror is you see, I have another one down. But is it opening to where I want it to open to? Let me set the distance to 90 first so that I don't make mistake. 90. Is it? Okay, I think it's working for 1 here. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. It's going to work for 1 here. PM, move. It works for this one. It is working for this one. It works for this one, but it doesn't work for this one. So I'm going to mirror also like this. Okay, I'm going to click this mirror. Can so I can now Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So with my move F8, I can actually pick it from here like this. Yeah, you see, like that. So I can decide not to open it 90 degrees. Okay, let me open there, maybe 45 degrees, like that. Yeah, 45 degrees. So your choice, actually, you can just open it. The opening and the closing is your choice, so no issue at all. No wahala at all. Oh, I removed the window here. the window here. Okay, I didn't remove it. Let me activate my window back. Sorry. I thought I removed the window. I forgot I was going to actually lock it. So on my window back, you see, having my window live and direct, having it right there. So I think it remains the last door, and the last door is having, I think this one is going to be here, but opening towards the outside. So I'm going to do mirror. I'm going to create a line here. Yeah.
I think the one that
This one, no, this one it can't work. See where it's opening towards. The opening is towards this side. Yeah, so is this one I will mirror? If I mirror this one to that side, it will give me. Now instead of, you can actually use rotate to, that rotate will take time. So instead of me using rotating, I will just mirror sharp. I don't like to waste time. So from this now all the way to this, yeah. So like that. So I think I'm opening my own 60-degree and opening 60-degree. No, 45, that's it. So like that. Something should be 45. Okay. So you can see that. So that's obvious like that. That's obvious like that. So next thing is, okay, I think we can add the features for the inside of our this thing here. You can add the feature, right? All these kitchen utensils, all these shenanigans. Okay, now see, okay, let me teach you arching. You see this stuff they did there, they arch the wall. This thing is called what? Arching. Now, how did we arch? How are we going to arch? We are going to arch every single wall we have here, okay? I will arch every single wall I'm having there. So I will come to this place under my draw. See this symbol. That is called what? Arch. So I will click on the arrow beside it. Okay, let me just click on the arch itself. If I click on the arch itself, something will pop up. So now when this thing actually pop up, I will come here. Which one should I click? Oh, mic. Let me use, okay, I think this one too is okay. With that one, I will. Now, see everything I'm matching on the inside. When everything is becoming white, yeah, because the arch degree there is small. I will adjust the dimension, so don't fret. Let me arch first before I adjust dimension later. Okay.
Yeah, but they didn't arch everything in the question.
You arch everything. You arch everything. So it doesn't just want to arch everything. You can arch everything. You can leave it on arch. You can arch everything. Your choice. Now, how do I make it this thing? So this place, let me increase it by 10 first. Check. It's not doing. Okay, by 100. Okay, by 1000. Okay, we are trying by 1.5. So, is it given? Yeah. Let's arch. So I can arch it that way. Okay, I can arch it that way. So as per dimension, should we do dimension now, or we do the internal features? Which should we do? So now let us do dimension and writing. Let's do dimension and writing. Or we should play. Okay, let us place those features. Okay, so that I can actually explain scale. So I was even thinking that you will ask me that, sir, should we? I think, let me check question for the plan. Draw the complete, draw the block and draw a standing scale of ratio. Now, okay, see this question now. They say we should draw the floor plan on a scale of what? 1:50. 1:50 means on a scale of 2:1. That's the meaning. On a scale of 2:1. So, like, if you have a ruler now, I think you should know what scale actually is now, right? Abby? Do you know what?
Yes, sir.
So, which means if I'm drawing on 1:50, it's going to be bigger than 1:100. That's times 2 of 1:100. That's what I'm actually drawing at. Now, what I actually drew, what I've been drawing this morning is on 1:100. So you get, but it doesn't matter. So, I did think you are drawing this thing on paper now. That's when you'll be like, okay, They said we should use one ratio this, one ratio that. So you get, that's when the thing will matter. But
Okay.
since see me, since it is AutoCAD, so you get, even if you draw it as one ratio this thing, it will still give you the same. So you get. But okay, let me show you something. This arch of the thing that I did, I made mistake in the sense that the arch should be inside the wall. I was doing it on the door distance. So let me delete that arch. Now, if I want to do that arch, I will come to my layer here and double click on what? Wall. Ensure my wall is selected before doing that arch. Here you see. So that was the mistake I made. So you must always be on guard. You get, always be on guard, please. And doing it. Okay. So I think you can do the action on yourself on your own. So don't let me waste my time on that. Let me just leave it like this. Okay. Now to set dimension, you can dimension in several means. Okay, you can come here to set it, or you can just freestyle join it and adjust it anyway. So let me pick dimension. Let me pick dimension and dimension.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
My phone is currently low now and there's no light, so I think I will continue from the
From
video.
the video, no problem. No problem there.
Yes,
No
sir.
problem. Thank you.
I will pick your DM for the video, sir.
Okay. If I'm done with the video, I will even share it. So
Okay.
you have access to the
No
video.
problem. Thank you.
Alright, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so now for this dimension of the thing, okay, so if I click my arrow from here down to here, okay, and I have it like this, yeah, this is kind of small, I can't see anything, but if I zoom it, I should be able to do something. Now how do I adjust that? So let me just come to my standard, okay, manage dimension style. I want to click on modify. Okay, so with my modify settings, first of all, so let me copy the settings I use here so that I don't disturb myself. Okay, yeah, I think dimension style, manage dimension style, modify. With my test height, I use 130, 75 offset, 120, 50, 130, 75, 120, 50, 130, 75, 120, 50. I'm copying. I don't want to waste time. That's it. One 30, 75. Let me use 100 instead of 120. 50. And the arrow now. This is architectural drawing, so I'm using architectural tick. Okay, that's what I'm using. Like that. Okay, set current close. Yeah, so I have it that way. Okay, I have it that way. That's my dimension there. Now if I want to do dimension in there, this thing they call change dimension and this. Now you can't expect after I dimension this, I should now pick dimension again and say I want to dimension this like this. Okay, it might not fall, you see, it might not fall under this thing over there, so that's a lot of problem. Okay, I think before I actually show you what I want to show you, let me set the parameters here perfectly. Let me change the decimal place. Okay, the unit, okay, the whole number straight away. The whole number is okay. I think it will be like this. Set current close. Okay, something like this. Now, so instead of me drawing dimension one by one, I want to do this place. I will now do this place to this place. I will now start coming here. So that's the problem. I want to draw down, I will do. So instead of doing all those ones, I don't need to do it that way. Okay, all I have to do is put my dimensioning right from the start here to here. First of all, like think something like this, because of that dot here. Something like this will do. So I will now go to annotate. I will click on continue. When I click on continue, yes, so I can now what, I will just keep what, swinging my mouse, just keep giving it. Here you see, easy peasy, like pizza. Here you see, like that, like this. I will just keep swinging like that. Then if I'm done there, I click on enter. You see, I think that's kind of easy, isn't it? So that's how we do dimension. That's how we do dimension. That's how we do dimension. Okay. I think that area is sorted or written like that. Okay. Now, okay. My wall thickness. I can increase my wall thickness. If I want to increase my wall thickness, I'll just come layer. Let me do it 30. After doing a 30, line width 30. Make display line width. Okay. It should be reflecting now. Why is it not reflecting? I'm coming. Okay. I need to come here and do it here then. So I can accelerate it. For example, line width. Should be 30. Okay. And line width 30. Display. You see, sharp. So because now you see what actually happened. My dimension, I did my dimension in under walls. That's what actually caused all of this. I did my dimension in under walls. That's what actually caused all of this. Who is that person doing to? Okay. I did my dimension in under walls, and that's the cause of this. So I have to actually create another layer for dimension. So then I keep forgetting. So let me just take this out like this. I need to do another layer for what? For dimension. Okay, new layer. Dimension. Okay, double click on it. Right, so with my dimension, you can go from it here like this. Then annotate, continue. Like that, like that, like that, like that, like this, like this, like this, and like this. Alright, so as simple as that, and that about that. So you can do the dimensioning of the other side here by yourself. Okay, so it's quite straightforward when it comes to dimension, as I've shown you on the screen right here. Oh, another one, senior. I will need to keep bringing this layer. Okay, this is what I'm going to actually do. So for the layer for that arching, let me use the preset of this 0. I will know that that's where my arch is. So click my arch. So pian, like that. I think it's better that way. So you must create layer for every new feature you want to do. Create a layer for it so that whenever you want to make adjustments, it won't give you issues like that. So okay, so I think it's well sorted like this. And okay, those extra this thing I said I want to actually put Then I'm going to actually use them explaining some commands. So I think I'm going to actually stop it here for today. All right. So all of these things, I think we'll be starting from here next class. Next class we'll be starting from here. How to impute all this furniture, everything. So before the next class, I will have actually sent the file to you so that you can have them with you. Okay. Yeah, let's do it that way. You have the file with you. I think it will be okay that way. So when you have it with you, I will teach you how to rescale it so that you can fit into your structure. So you follow, so that you can fit into your structure. So I'm going to do that also. I'm going to do that. All right. So and please and please, if you haven't watched the first video, that's for day one, please go back and actually watch it. All right, because there are some things I actually mentioned in that video that as we move forward, I won't have the privilege of going back. I might not have the privilege of going back to re-explain them. Sure, you get that. Actually took my time to actually explain those things in that first video. Okay. That actually took my time to explain those stuff in that first video, so that to save time and to just make us move sharp. Sure, you get. So take note of that. Take note of that. Take note of that. All right. Even this wardrobe, yeah, this wardrobe should actually not be under wall. So let me change the property of this wardrobe. It should be under that 0. Under this 0. Yeah. So that is under this 0. Okay. Alright. So that is it. That is it. So the dimension, proper dimension is what actually there. Okay. Since we are going to start that other one next class. So let me just do proper dimensioning for this. After doing the dimension for that part, I think I'm going to do for the overall, which is here to you. The overall dimension. Okay. After doing that, likewise, I'm going to do the same thing here to here, like this. I'm going to click on what? Continue. PM, 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 PM. Okay, like this, and like this. And what? Enter. And I think I'm going to do overall dimension, which is from here to here, like this, sharp. Alright, so for this front side, here to here, like this. Hey, see me. Okay, yeah, I'm doing it under 0. Perfect. So annotate, continue it here to here to here to here to here and to here. Enter. So area is sorted like that, and they probably here to here like this, right? Now continue here to here to here to here to here and to here. Enter. So that's it. So I said that we are going to stop here for today. Okay, we are going to stop here for today. So take note of this. If you have any question, for those of you who actually didn't attend to this class, so if you have any question, please do not fail to reach out. So don't fail to reach out to me. Okay, don't fail to reach out to me. Okay, so let me correct this side. Don't fail to reach out after watching the video and you have any question. Please and please don't fail to reach out. This one should be under wall. Yes. So don't fail to reach out if you have any question. Okay. So our window. Let's make our window. Sorry, I said window. Our door. Let's make our door blue. Okay. Our doors are blue. Yes. I think that's okay like that. Check. Yeah, that's okay. So with my plenty talk, so I'm going to actually stop here for today. Okay. And please, before you actually join for the next class, which I'm going to actually drop a poll on the video so that we can pick a convenient date between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Yeah. So let's do between Monday and Tuesday. I think I will sit there at my apartment there. So I think I have the whole of the day for Monday and Tuesday for myself. So because on Wednesday I will start carrying my bag and start moving account again. So Monday, Tuesday, we should have our next class between Monday and Tuesday. And before then, please and please watch this and produce your own, because that is it. So it doesn't actually make sense if you are just watching without doing anything. So watch it, have your own also ready to this particular level where I am, so that the next class, even though you are not available for the class, when you watch, you can watch continue from where you actually stop. You got it now. All right. So thank you very much. And for those who actually joined today's class, thank you. We appreciate. And for those who are unable to join due to one reason or the other, God bless you also. All right. So that is going to be all for today. That's going to be all for today. So till next class, please and please ensure you stay safe and take care of yourself and take care of yourself. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.